Alright, welcome to episode 2. Just as I tie up all these little videos I've been making, I've basically now stripped down all the wheels completely. I've sandblasted the barrels, I've sandblasted the faces, and I've basically been prepping them for paint and polishing. So all the rims, currently I've blasted them, primed them, given them a base coat of paint, and I've also been preparing the centres, which I've sandblasted and I've been sanding down, which has been a fairly tedious job because it was fairly detailed and lots of little fine detail in them which I wanted to get right. Split the rim is very straightforward. The nuts are basically, I'm breaking them with an impact wrench. They're a 10mm, and on the outside then I'm using an Allen key 6mm, and that's just to stop the nuts spinning. I'm using this just because there's a bit of thread lock around the bolts, and this is breaking it off really nicely. The bolts themselves are an M7 bolt with the kind of Allen key hex head on the top. They are, I'm just measuring them there. The complete length is 28mm, and the inner is 21. And these are readily available online. I'm going to replace these with titanium ones, which I'm going to source on eBay. I'm going to basically now, I'm going to put on some edge primer. I'm just going to put on some regular spray can primer and some silver wheel paint, just to do the inside of the barrels and protect them for a bit of time. Anyway, I'm happy enough now with the preparation of the wheel barrels. I've basically sandblasted them, cleaned them, primed them, done a little bit of filling on the more pitted areas just because the OCD got too much for me. And I'm now going to just apply a base coat, and it's basically wheel paint, acrylic wheel paint. So I'm just going to get them all the one colour, and then I have a 2-pack lacquer that I'm going to seal them up in, and just to finish them off. And this is the rim as they sit. I basically have them base coated now. By no means perfect, but more than adequate for inside a wheel barrel, which won't really be seen. Probably actually went too much to town on these, if I'm honest. Alright, these are the valves which I've restored myself. Basically they were black. I've soaked them in industrial degreaser, cleaned them all and polished them, and they've come up really nicely. I also ordered another set of valves, and I've taken the rubbers which you can see on these, and I've replaced the old ones, and they've come up really nice. I'm really happy with them, and I'm going to use them on the wheels. I've restored, well not even restored, I've refinished the wheel nuts from the back of the wheels. I'm going to reuse them. I'm just going to go buy new bolts. So the nuts themselves got a good cleaning when I was sandblasting the wheels. That removed a lot of the rust. But to clean them up further, I soaked them in an industrial degreaser overnight. I use a Marine Clean. It's a Power 15 product which I find very good. And further to that, I then soaked them in this Metal Ready. It's basically an acid, and it's a rust remover, and I left them soaking overnight, and I then basically coat them with a black coating, zinc phosphate coating, and it leaves them a black finish, which I just basically then gave a little bit of a silver wheel spray just to jazz them up a bit more. Not that you're going to see them, because they're going to be on the back of the wheel and probably destroyed within a few weeks of use anyway. Cheers!